right? It's getting into that time of Thanksgiving, and I want to wish everybody a great Thanksgiving, and I hope you spend it with your family, and I hope you enjoy the food, and I hope and I wish you to spend the best time with your family. Love your family, okay? Now that I've established that, now I'm going to make it clear. Family is very important, okay? An incredibly important component, building component of society, okay? That's why I don't have one. All right? Do you understand that? For me, family is very important. That's why I don't have one. And I don't have one because I know that it's very important. I know that it requires a fortified, strong mindset, financials. You need money to build a family. And you also need stamina. You need that physicality, that stamina. Because all of those three components, your mindset, your financials, and your stamina, are going to build and sustain your family, right? That's very important. I don't have the correct mindset, the stamina, or the financials to build and sustain a family. But I sure as motherfucking hell yeah do have the mindset, the stamina, and the financials to enjoy and fulfill my personal dreams and my life. So before you start chasing having a family, think about it very clearly, because you're about to put yourself in a very, very, very risky position today in November 2025. Like 20 years ago, some of you don't even remember, but 20 years ago, I remember, okay, I'm 41 years old. 20 years ago, $80,000, a combined income of $80,000 was more than hell enough to get kids through school, through college, and get them out into the working world, okay? And you still have money left over, okay? I'm talking about 20 years ago, 80 grand, you were high up in that social strata. 2025, if you live in a major city, bro, not even 100K can cut it for the fucking one single person. One single person can't even cut it in New York City with 100K. One single person can't even cut it in Chicago with 100K. One single person can't even fucking make it, own a home in California with 100K. Think about it very clearly about what you're about to get yourself into. Think about it very clearly. Do you want your spouse to work or do you want your spouse to stay home and raise the kids? Or are both spouses working? So what? So you can pay Rosalinda to raise your kid? Who's going to teach your kid about your culture, your way of being, your religion, your whatever it is who's going to instill that into them? Rosalinda? Consuelo, that you pay $300 a week? Bro. And now that we're heading crazy in a fast forward speed, lightning speed into the future. You know who's going to be raising your kids, right? AI, bro. AI. You're going to be paying AI to raise your kids, to teach your kids math, to teach your kids how to make their bed, to teach your kids how to, well, at least it's teaching them something, right? But if we're getting to that point and you bought some kind of software on your Samsung phone or your iPhone, and that AI is raising your kids, correcting their math problems, and bro, just forget about it. Just forget about it. Take a seat and really figure out what you truly want. Because if you're gonna truly seek a family, you better be on your heels and your toes better be dug and hardwired into that ground, because you got to know where you're going and what you want to do. I'm serious. This is not all of you think this is a fucking joke, having a family. Oh, it's great, you know. Oh, it's beautiful. We're going to have lots of kids and we're going to have a great time. I'm going to love raising much. Yeah, it's beautiful and it's great, exciting having a family. Yeah, about 5% of it. The 95% risk. You're struggling. You gotta be 24/7 on those kids and knowing what they're doing. Knowing you better have at least $100,000 motherfucking dollars by the time they're 18, stashed away somewhere. Because you gotta know where you're going. You can't just be like, oh, we'll find a way. We'll find a way. Love will find a way. No. You have to know the way before you start. You have to know where you're going before you start. You can't just be like floundering like that. That's fucking dumb. That's idiotic. You have to know your direction and you have to know your destination. Okay? But you know what? Forget it. What do I know? I don't know anything. I'm just some dude and I don't know shit. Don't listen to me. Just go ahead and ruin lives.